I aim to win. I'm aiming to win. That's it. I'm not thinking about not winning. If I'm going to be honest with you guys,
Hello, buddy. What's up?
Hello, my friends. So, the time is, let's see. You see that? It's 5:17. I woke up at fucking 4. Woke up at 4:40 today. Yeah, we're in the trenches, baby. We're pushing, getting the last bit of fat off, and we're just getting ready to get the pre-peak week stage, I guess. So just finishing strong, and man, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to it. This has been a really enjoyable prep. Yeah, I mean, I know what else I could say. Listen, I wanted to thank you guys for all the support, for watching my videos, for commenting, for subscribing, for the interaction. I genuinely appreciate your feedback and your support. It means a lot more to me than you might realize. So, if you have something to say, even if it's constructive, I do appreciate you letting me know. So that way I can work on my channel. The idea is, first you get on here on YouTube and you start kind of bullshitting, and then eventually you kind of get something going, and then you want to give people what they want, right? So anyways, at this time, it's Thursday, leg day. We're just 1 week and 2 days out from the Tampa Pro. So yeah, I'm up really early. So I'm going to, I don't know, go to the gym, get some steps in or something. I'm going to go for a walk outside. I don't know. I'm going to do one of the two, because I'm up way too early, and yeah, don't have any work to do, any client work to do yet. So yeah, just gonna go for a walk. But because it's leg day, no cardio, I'm gonna take it easy on the walk and just train abs, do a little bit of abs, and yeah, just kind of take it from there. And hopefully, being up at 4:40, Brittany won't wake up till 7. So I'm not gonna eat until close to 8. So, gotta weather this storm, because, your boy is hungry. But, yeah, let's get on with it then. Mr. Leonard, early riser. Oh, he's tired. He is tired.
You're a cute little boy, Mr. Leonard. You're a cute little boy.
Okay, so I figured today I'll answer some questions. So I put something out on Instagram, and hey, maybe next time when I do a Q&A, if you follow my Instagram, Beastwood on IG, then you can tune in. Sorry, not tune in. You can chime in, and maybe I'll just answer your question. So let's begin. So Shaq Marshall asked if I'm still coaching myself. Yes, I am. Somebody asked Ilya or Islam. This is a UFC question for all my sports fanatics out there. I would say I want Ilya to win, but I would say Islam. Well, it's a tough one, I guess, because Ilya is shown to be just Ilya is something we've never seen before. With how he's able to just go after top level athletes and take them out. But I think Islam is a lot bigger, and he's got a lot of experience at the high level. He's got really good training, really good coaching, which Japuri clearly does too. That's a fight we got to see. I don't really care about the JDM fight as much as I care about Ilya versus Islam. Islam versus JDM is interesting, but I honestly favor JDM personally. But hey, we'll see. The Real Robbie asked what my top 2 quad exercises are, and I would say there's a hip press, leg press at Pure Muscle. That's the one I've posted on leg days before. It's the red machine. That machine is crazy good. That and the Atlantis hack squat is very good. Right now, due to unfortunate circumstances, aging and back pain, I haven't done it in a while, so I've been using the belt squat, which I get a lot more activation of the glute, but there's still some good quad recruitment in there. So I guess based on what I'm doing, I would have to say the belt squat, but I definitely love the Atlantis hack. is for my top 2 quad movements. And, honorable mention, a good, strong leg extension. I like the Hammer Strength Life Fitness leg extension. You can find it at your commercial gym. They're very good. So Ilyasa Busalim asks, how do you manage plateaus in a cutting phase and how not to look watery and deliver best look? So how do I manage plateaus in a cutting phase? I think you reach a point where your body can hit a wall from time to time. And at that point, I would introduce, it depends on the feedback. If you're starting to hit a wall, like very low energy, your training efficacy is down, and if you have one of these watches, which, who knows how accurate they really are, but it gives you something to judge, right? So if you see that you're burning less calories day to day, now your output is now suffering. So I would then refeed. I would implement, maybe for just a short period of time, maybe just one day, or maybe just a couple of meals, I would refeed to try and get more out of each day. And if your output can increase, sometimes increasing the calories will pay dividends and actually get you to cut more fat. More than sometimes. If you do it right? If you overdo it, you're gonna hold yourself back. But I definitely am big on doing refeeds to, reset and encourage a better metabolism. Ju Homan asked, do you think you'll be satisfied with improvements you made, even if the placing isn't what you aimed for? I aim to win. I'm aiming to win. That's it. There's no... I'm not thinking about not winning, but if I'm going to be honest with you guys, going through this process, the way that I'm doing it, I'm in a place where, whatever happens, happens. Fear kills more dreams than failure ever will. Sometimes, the fear of failing will stop people from doing things. So, there's always a chance of failure. There's always a chance things will blow up in your face. But, that you can't let that get in your way. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I don't really want to give myself any small victories, because, the only thing that I want is to win. So will I be satisfied? My mindset is just different. It doesn't matter if I look like a world beater, but if I don't get the intended victory that I'm working really hard for, obviously, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, well, I look better than last year. It's cool and it's nice. But when you're competitive, it don't matter. It doesn't matter if I look like if I look like, I don't even know a comparison to make, but it doesn't matter how good I look. Like I want to win. You know what I mean? It matters how good I look. I want to look so good that I win. So I hope that answers your question. So Joris Debel asked, will you peak yourself on show day / peak week, or will you get help from some people? I have friends. I have 2 close friends that are going to be around me. So, I can bounce ideas off of them. I'm not really somebody that subscribes to the idea of overcomplicating things. I think peaking is, or can be, very simple. It can also be very complicated depending on what you do. I've done a lot of shows. There's a lot of peaking methods that have worked for me, but for the most part, the idea is to do exactly what I'm doing, just bring down training intensity to reduce inflammation. And just when I reach a certain amount of days out, start to fill out. A couple days out, fill out hard, a couple days out. Then as the show gets closer to, I pull that back just to control my, just so I'm not bloated on stage, I guess. So the biggest day for food will probably be the Wednesday or Thursday heading into the show. And then the Friday I'll back off. And then the Saturday day of the show, I won't go too crazy. So I already have a loose plan of what I'm going to do for the peak week. It's just a matter of how my body's responding and, how much posing we're doing and the small adjustments on the fly. But it's great because I have my friend Skylar, who we're staying together, as well as a group of people. So it's nice because, I don't have to do it alone, but I really trust his judgment. Obviously, he's been with me the whole prep. But so I guess I have my friends. I have my boy Skylar. So, peaking is not something that I'm worried about. Do I look darker? I've been tanning. Do I look darker? It's pretty rare for black people to tan. I think it's rare. I feel like when I go to a tanning salon, they kind of they don't look at me funny, but maybe they want to look at me funny. Like, what is you doing here? what you what you think this is gonna do for you? But it's kind of nice. Look at me, man. I'm so like, I'm even more. I don't know. I probably look the same to most people. Nobody fucking notices. I see my friends are like, Britt, you're getting darker. And I'm like, what the fuck? What about me? What about me? I'm using the stronger tanning bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm using Milano tan. I'm freaking like, I'm pushing it. But I can't remember the commenter's name, but somebody told me to stop 1 week out because, you know, the tanning beds can cause inflammation. They're 100% right. That's something I've always cut out a week out of a show if I was tanning during that time period. So that is something that I'm going to do. So don't worry, I won't be too dark, my friends. Anyways, I'm going to go for another walk. It's 6:47 a.m. Baby girl's still sleeping. Fucking early bird gets the worm. Wake up, Britt. Wake up, boo. Nah, but she's been amazing, man. I'm telling you guys, this prep, like, there's definitely been hard moments, like, you know, just like anything. But it's been so great having a partner that, you know, is just unconditionally loving you and supporting you, and you just feel like, yeah, I feel like there's nothing you can't do when you have the right person in your corner. Like I said something in my story the other day, yesterday actually, about how I had parasites in my life. Like, I had past relationships, man, where like literally you're in a relationship with somebody that you fucking, it's like you hate each other and you're almost like, well, how did we end up together? Or if you don't hate each other, there's just like tension. You know, you're so isolated, you know, you do things on your own. They don't want to do anything, you know, so it's just such a nice experience to be in a relationship that's healthy and with somebody that, you know, is just an incredible person. I think she's the best person in the world. Now, that being said, I wasn't always the best person in the past, so I'm not shitting on anybody from the past. I mean, kind of am, maybe, I don't know. But like, I wasn't perfect myself, but, you know, I think sometimes in life, you might have a shit relationship with somebody, and that's okay. You're not always meant for everyone. You definitely are not meant to be with just anybody. But I do 100% believe in destiny. I believe that there is somebody out there that is right for you. You just have to stumble across them, like I stumbled upon Britt in Las Vegas, you know. So, you know, I'm definitely lucky. But I'm going to go for a walk, and I hope I will run into her before she does cardio. All right, my friends. So some commonly asked questions are, you know, what's the hardest thing about bodybuilding? And I feel like I want to give you guys a good answer, but at the same time, when you really love this shit, if you really into bodybuilding, you're kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So whatever's hard, whatever's extreme, you're going to lean into. It's like, oh, I got to do this in order to be good. Right, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the hardest part I'd say is just, you know, you're sitting in your body for 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? So if you're holding a little bit of water, or if, you know, your performance isn't good one day or for a few days, you start kind of like wondering like, man, are things going to change? Or you start getting in your head, like, especially if you don't have good people in your corner, like, it's very easy to second guess yourself and get in your head. So I think that might be the thing. I've had people say comments to me about how bodybuilders have body dysmorphia, and I don't agree, at least for myself. Like, bodybuilding is competitive, you know what I'm saying? I think that all people that are competing, I mean, as long as you show up good enough to the competition, I think everybody is in good shape, like, outwardly. When you're around the general public, you could be a regional level competitor that just places and qualifies for the next level show. People are going to be talking to you about protein and how you're so jacked. Like, everyday people think you're jacked. Like, we're all way past that. I have zero body dysmorphia. You know what I mean? It's just when I'm like, I got to work on this. I got to work on this. I got to work on this. It's competitive. You know what I'm saying? It's competitive. It's 100% because I'm just obsessed with the process, you know, but I'm pretty sure I might have said this before, maybe I haven't, but, you know, my physique doesn't define my happiness. It's more about the competitiveness, like being as good as I want to be, showing up the way I want to show up. Like that will make me happy. But that's not just about, my day-to-day appearance. I push crazy off seasons. I hate how I look in the off seasons. I think I look hideous with all the fucking fat in my face. And, that it's not like, I'm carrying like fat and water weight in certain areas that I don't think look good, and with my years in bodybuilding, I've done several off seasons with coaches and it always was pushed in that direction. So even this past year, I went in that direction because I felt like, okay, this is what I was doing. And that's kind of something that I've learned along the way. That's something I probably gonna leave behind. There's parts of the process that are ugly. And you just got to get through it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get through it. Another thing I wanted to touch on. So today, at this specific day, is Saturday. We're 7 days out from the Tampa Pro. And, I didn't post as many vlogs this week as I did the week before. Boy, I've been hurting, bro. I've been hurting, but it's good. It's good. It's part of the process. It's been a really, really busy week, just trying to tie up loose ends before I travel. So the week has been 3 times as busy as it normally is. Just trying to run and get everything done that I need to, just make sure my cats are good while I'm away, because I'm going to be away for a while. And, servicing clients up until a certain point. But I had to stop that because I just got too busy. And, I got to focus on, getting right for the show. So, yeah, 1 week out, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really, really good. I mean, I feel like shit, but I'm happy that I feel like shit. So I'm good because I feel like shit. And when I wake up, the check-ins are always good, more results, more progress day to day. So that makes me happy. And, I can weather any shitstorm as long as I'm seeing what I want in the morning. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, bodybuilding people are crazy. When you do it the way we do it, like at this high of a level, like we're absolutely batshit crazy. I kind of like lost my ability to be pleasant. I'm not that pleasant anymore. Britt still wants to spend every minute of every hour with me, so maybe I am. I just feel like my personality's dying. When you get to this point in prep, you're just, there's just not much to you. You're just kind of like, it's kind of bland, I guess. You wake up, do your cardio or your steps, do what you need to do, stretch, take care of business, do your work, and then after that, it's like, all right, well, let's eat these meals and go to bed. And the minute that the last meal's done, I'm basically on my way to bed within like 10 to 20 minutes. So that's been nice. I think the biggest obstacle of this prep has just been just trying not to get in my own head has probably been the biggest obstacle. It's gonna happen at times, when you're looking at yourself, taking pictures, posing 3-4 times a day, it's it's repetitive. You're gonna see things and sometimes things aren't there. Sometimes you're gonna want to push in a certain direction, maybe a little too much, or sometimes you think you're in a good spot but you actually got to push more. So in regards to that, I'd say like that's probably been the biggest obstacle. But like I said, I got good friends, good circle of people around me. So I have if I'm ever flying too close to the sun, my homies will let me know. So that's always been nice. And it keeps my head screwed on, man, and we're locked in. So anyways, I just wanted to get a video out to you guys, let you know what's going on and answer a couple of questions. Listen, we got 7 days, man, 7 days to bring our absolute best, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. All right, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and peace out.